And go. Hello, everyone. I'm the host of the Footballs to the Wall podcast, and we are here with the Louisville Kings Corner, and we are having a collab episode. I just want to say thank you guys for coming on. So,
Yeah, thanks for having
ha-
us on, man.
yeah. So I just want to start off with I'm so excited for this new UFL season, and I was just wondering what your thoughts are going to be for this season and if you have anything to say on it.
Yeah, I think all three of us, man, we're really excited. We haven't had a professional team in Louisville, and we had the Arena Football League back in 2020. They folded after 3 games, but prior to that, we had another Arena Football League, the Louisville Extreme,
The little fire.
Louisville Fire in the
Yeah.
early 2000s, and I remember going to those games as a young cat, and man, it was just electric. Then you go down where the Louisville Kings are playing now at Lynn Family Stadium, where Lou City and Racing Louisville play, and it is always just packed out. It's electric. Everyone has a good time. The tailgates are really good. Um, we're just excited for pro football back in Louisville.
I am also pretty excited to see these new teams, especially where they're putting locations in places that you don't see football, and it's really impacting these locations. So I just wanted to ask you guys about uh, the two quarterbacks that you guys have on your roster. Um,
Jason Bean.
is Jason Bean and then Chandler Rogers.
Right.
I say, I watched a little bit on Jason Bean. He has like I think in my opinion, he's like a dual threat with a freaking cannon of an arm. Just off the film I watched of him at Kansas and for the Indianapolis Colts. Uh, have you watched Chandler yet?
So I haven't watched Chandler. I do know though that Jason Beam and Chandler Rogers, they both went to the same high school and they're both teammates on the. I'm not sure where they were, but yeah, they're just. It's insane that they were high school teammates and now they're on the UFL roster.
They're playing pro ball together and
And
pretty high level.
what I do like about these two guys is they both have the same play style, as he was saying, kind of a dual threat. They can throw the ball and run. So the Louisville Kings, we have a player from I think he's on the Orlando Storm, but his name's Plummer, and he was the quarterback for the Louisville Cardinals. That dude has two left feet, and he's trash. So I'm glad we didn't pick him up. I say that because these two guys are so similar. If one guy goes down, we got another guy to step up.
It's gonna be a pick and play.
Yeah, and then also we also have Lynn Bowden over here at slot receiver. They haven't really said if he's going to be taking reps as a third string quarterback or not.
Say
We only have two guys.
if it got down to nitty gritty, just like a UK, I mean, he could step in and do pretty much everything.
Yeah, and he's the same thing with these guys. He's fast. I mean, I don't know. Can you chuck it downfield? Can you spin it?
I mean, he's got a good arm for wide receiver, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, and then what Coach Redmond said on that media interview we did or whatever, saying like he likes to air it out and pretty much gonna let these guys figure it out what kind of offense they want to run. So I mean, like you said, the RPO will work good with these two guys, I think. And then if you wanted to air it out, both these guys got good arms.
So these two guys, you know, RPO style, they can throw the ball down the field. Tyler Shutt, or yeah, no, Plummer. I'm sorry, Jack
yeah,
Plummer.
Jack Plummer.
I'll
Jack,
never compare them to
yeah, my fault, bro. Jack Plummer, that dude, like I said, he has two left feet. He cannot run. He cannot take off and run down the field 10 yards, be winded. So.
He's a Plummer hater.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
very
it
easy to be
it
one.
sounds like they should probably start Dorian Thompson Robinson.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Uh,
100%. I think
I
Plummer, I think he'll be the backup.
yeah, hopefully. Um, I have one question because um for I haven't really addressed this in any other episodes. Um, but do you guys before the Louisville Kings, have you guys been did you guys see AJ McCarron on the St. Louis Battlehawks?
Oh yeah, I've watched. That's what one of our first episodes. We were talking about quarterbacks that we would like to have on this team. That's before like the whole like college realignment or the draft even got spoken of. But
Before he even got hired as
hired
a
as a
head
coach, it
coach.
was before any of that stuff got released, and I was very high on him. I didn't know he was like out of football, ready to coach and stuff. But yeah, I
How do you
really wanted
guys
him.
feel about him being the Birmingham Stallions coach now to where he just a few years ago was the St. Louis Battlehawks starting quarterback?
Yeah. So I think, you know, he played for Alabama under Nick Saban. I think it would have been better in the UFL sense to just hire him as the head coach for the St. Louis Battlehawks. And from my understanding, like St. Louis Battlehawks, that's like as of right now or from previous years, they have like one of the best. I'm sorry, man. They have one of the best fan bases out there, and they pack their stadium every single week. So I think it would have been cool for their previous quarterback to step up and be the head coach for that team.
I do agree. I think that is a that would have been a smart move. He said that he wanted to stay near Alabama, so I mean I guess that's pretty good, but he did stack his team up, so they've been good previous years. Um and I see success for them. They drafted for quarterbacks, they drafted Jaron Hall, Matt Corral, and Taylor L. Gersha. Sorry.
Yeah,
But
Taylor. Yeah, I'd say that's El Gersma. You say that's it.
Yeah,
The Stallion.
yeah. I know.
um
I mean, Matt Corral, he's been in the UFL for a while, and I think he played in either XFL or USFL, but he's always been a relevant guy in these type of leagues. So I think that's a good number one option for them.
I do agree. How do you guys feel that the schedule is coming out in only 3 days or 4 days?
We're hyped, dude.
Yeah,
We're so
I'm
excited.
definitely excited. We have a couple weeks here in Louisville that would be very good weekends for the Louisville Kings to have home games.
Yeah, Derby weekend, and then I mean, just those 2 weeks really going up to Derby would be legit weekends to have these guys playing here because everybody that's relevant in Louisville will be in town, and that could be another event that they could show up to and just make this league popular, I guess, by just even showing up for these games.
If there's 2 weeks, like you know how they talk about back-to-back weeks,
Yeah,
they could be staying in and you know practicing at the home facilities. I say that should be the week that they do that.
yeah,
Like back to like Derby weekend and the week prior to that, so they could be in that whole week of being in Louisville for that whole entire.
yeah. Just being in town during that's a pretty cool experience. So I think that'd be good for the players.
Um, I am not 100% sure if you guys have seen it, but have you guys seen the helmet sneak peeks?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
sneak peeks of the helmet, and then I don't know if you've seen either, but Rapoli tweeted out last night of the sketches of the uniforms. So we posted those on our Instagram. If you haven't got to look at it, you can go over and look, check it out. Yeah.
I did see that. I'm not sure if you are familiar with UFL or XFL analyst. He posts some of the big news like that too. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I know him on. Yeah, I follow him on Twitter.
you
Uh,
guys remind me a lot of him.
yeah.
You guys
Have you got
are
to
I
talk to
just
him?
no, I
No.
have joined his lives though and talked to him about it,
Yeah, that's
but
cool. Speaking
he's
of AJ
he's
McCarron, I was in his TikTok live a couple of nights ago, and when I joined, he was like, "Oh, we got a little Kings fans in here." And then there was like about 200 people in his live, and I was sitting there trying to ask him questions about, you know, how the draft went, what was it like working with the UFL scouts to choose these players, which he would have more knowledge on these players than like Coach Redmond that hasn't even been in this league before. But I was sitting there, I asked him like two or three questions, and he wasn't paying me no attention. So I was like, all right, bro, I'm out of here. Screw you.
he didn't want to give any insight to the rival team.
yeah, I mean AJ McCarron, he's quite a person. I mean, personally, as a DC Defenders fan, I hate AJ McCarron. He's a pretty good quarterback. I mean, we faced him in the playoffs a few years ago, I think. And it just like They're good. They were good with him. I think the St. Louis Battlehawks were pretty stupid to put him away, but I'm excited to see how he does as a head coach for a major UFL team.
So what? How long have you been following this league?
So in 2023 when the XFL came out and then 2022 when the USFL came out, I watched both of those leagues. In the USFL, I was a Tampa Bay Bandits fan, and then in 2023 they put the Tampa Bay Bandits away for the Memphis Showboats. And in 2023, I went to the XFL Championship, DC Defenders versus Arlington Renegades, where I met
That's sick.
Jordan Ta'amu, my favorite player,
Oh yeah,
signed my
DC
shirt.
quarterback.
That's awesome,
Uh,
man. That's and like, is that like I'm not sure where you're from. Are you in the DC area? I guess.
no, I live in Boston,
Yeah,
so we traveled out to Texas. It was a great game. Met half the roster. Just great experience.
that's awesome, man. And is that like something your father's taking you to, or
Um, oh wait, excuse me, what'd you say? What was the
I was
question?
just saying, like, is that something like you and your dad get to do together, or is that like where y'all get to
Um,
spend time and go watch football together and stuff?
yeah, we try to watch all the important games together. But it's it's been a long journey for the podcast. When was if you don't mind me asking, when was your podcast founded? When was it made?
We had a previous project a few years ago, and that's how we had like all the equipment and stuff. But uh, this podcast, literally the day that they freaking
Announce the team.
announced the team, we was like, all right, we're getting back onto this stuff. We already knew kind of, we already had our foot in the door. Like I said, we already had all the equipment and stuff, and we had a basic knowledge of editing stuff.
So yeah, I guess the answer to your question would be like October, I guess.
October 7th,
Yeah, so yeah, October.
And I have a question on how have you guys had this much success in just a few months? It is incredible how how great you guys have gotten.
I mean, I know what you're saying. I mean, we do a lot of legwork that people just don't see. Like, we're always texting and calling each other, talking about bouncing ideas off each other. We do like all the reaching out to these people that we're in contact with, and yeah, I mean, really just keep our nose down and just grinding. Really, always thinking about what we're gonna do next on this podcast. So.
yeah. On top of that, like, I don't know if you're talking about like success, like getting the Louisville mayor on to talk about the King. That was
Yeah,
like,
that is just incredible.
yeah, it just, and like, I'm not gonna lie, man. You're not the only one that's saying that out of the UFL. Like, I'm in a big Instagram like group. There's like 60 freaking users in there, but they're like, man, it is insane that y'all got y'all's the mayor of y'all city to talk about this team. They're just saying like, I wish there was more UFL fans like y'all. But it's like, I don't even know how this all this stuff is like coming about, and we're trying to do more. Like, we'd love to get Coach Redmond on here. We'd love to get Steve Macy, which is the vice president of business operations for the Louisville Kings. We'd love to get him on here.
I mean, both of those things are in the works. They're just, it's kind of hit and miss with their schedule and our schedule, and just Coach Redmond is just super busy right now. I'm sure Steve Macy is too, just because of all the stuff going on. But
Yeah,
I would say if we don't get him this season, maybe the off season,
yeah, I would
since we're not
say.
as busy.
But like, also, man, like, I don't know what you're doing, but like whenever they announced all the Louisville Kings players, like we went on there, we followed them, we messaged a bunch of them. Was like, hey, whenever y'all get into town and y'all have time for media or anything, like we're trying to get y'all on there, and like all of our stuff is movable to where we could take it anywhere we want and set up wherever we want. Technically, we don't need any Wi-Fi to set any of this up. So that's the good thing about this podcast is, uh,
Yeah, I mean that all comes down what he's saying is like just doing all the legwork for it. Really, I mean just being willing to go to wherever to meet these guys. Like it's not like, hey, you got to come to us. I mean, we always tell people like we can go wherever you need us to be, and I think it just comes down to us just grinding and just doing what we need to do to make sure we get the answers for this podcast and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's great. have you guys are you guys interested in purchasing season tickets for the home games?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
we already got them.
that was day one, baby.
Yeah. As soon
Yeah,
as they came out,
That
we all
section
hopped on a
209.
phone call and we all got in the same section, same row, right next to each other, and we all bought them as soon as they dropped. So yeah, we're all season ticket holders. Front row, section 209, if you want to come holler at us.
that's just great. I love that you guys are doing that. And I love what you guys have been doing. As soon as I saw your Instagram page, I followed it, and I've just loved looking at the some of the stuff that you guys post, and you put a sense of humor into some of your content. So I love seeing UFL fans and other UFL podcasts that you're able just to look at it and be like, yeah, that's relatable. And I'm just so excited for this upcoming UFL season. But other than that, do you guys have any other questions for me?
I got a question for you. So your podcast, it seems like it's just you doing all the work and stuff. Do you have like any of your buddies helping you work on stuff, or like maybe your dad? It's like you and your dad doing this podcast together, or like
Currently, it's just me. But I have a lot of the equipment, and I have microphones, I have uh cameras, I have everything. But you know, just trying to make the podcast get a little bigger, and hopefully soon it can start gaining a little more recognition.
yeah, yeah. And I would say too, like, bro, you need to get your buddies. Bro, I'm not sure what grade you're in or anything, but you need to get your buddies to come over and do the podcast because, like, I remember being. I'm not saying you're in middle school, but I remember being in middle school, bro. That lunch table, that was extreme ball knowledge at that table, bro.
Yeah.
You just had. I'm not saying you have all the time in the world or anything, but I'm just saying, like, when I was in middle school or high school, like, all of us used to watch every single game, every single night, no matter the sport, and it was just like the most ball knowledge I ever had in my life. Now it's not really like that anymore.
I
But
say, I mean, it's just like this podcast is really just like three buddies just chopping it up, talking about ball, and we just so happen just to record it all. That's really it. So
like
Yes,
I think you need to do the same thing with your buddies from school or wherever. I think that'd be awesome.
some of the people they like listen to it, but yeah, I'd have to find some people, but yeah, it's really been just like it's been a great episode talking to you guys and getting to know you guys. But if you guys don't have any more questions, or do you?
I have one more for you. I'm
I
trying
also got one too. So
to. You go ahead.
All right.
you was talking about did we see the helmets and stuff? Or what is your favorite like designed helmet that they came out with this year?
So, I'm not too sure if I liked this one or if I hated it because it was like I loved it, but I don't know if it was better or not. So I liked the Birmingham Stallions how they did the red, but I didn't like
Yeah.
how they did that like stripe down the middle. So
Hmm.
that's probably my second favorite. I'll go top to bottom. I'll go one team at top, one team at bottom. So my favorite is probably the I really like the Dallas Renegades how they did away with the light blue for the regular primary color, and they went with the dark black with red and light blue stripes
Yeah.
down the and their signature bandit logo. I really liked seeing that. So that's probably my favorite. My least favorite is probably my DC Defenders because they went away with the camo based helmet and made it a white helmet, a regular white helmet with the logo, where before it was a white and gray camo base with their logo on the side, where they just took it away and make it made it white. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably my
Go ahead.
favorite
Sorry.
only.
I'd say my favorite was probably the Columbus Aviators. I think that thing's sweet. Yeah, I think it looks really good. I
When
don't
when
really
I
have
saw
them. Go ahead.
their team, I thought it looked kind of like a hockey logo. So you
Oh
know,
yeah, true. Yeah, got anything, Tyler?
but
Hey, B Nash. I'm not seeing it on your Instagram right now, but I thought I'd seen it previously that you're going to be doing an interview with an arena football league player.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
So we were trying to work on it, but it didn't really work out. He was in a he when he joined the meeting, he was in a bad service area. But he was at a barber shop, so it didn't really work out. And then I was busy the next day, so I
So
don't think that's
how did that all work out? Like, did you contact the team or did you just shoot him a DM or what?
so I usually do Instagram DMs, but I emailed the team,
Yeah,
and they got back to me in about a week, with a scheduled date. But I'm not sure if you know, his name's Kyrie Woods. He's a corner in the
mhm.
UFL. He was selected by the Aviators this year. And I previously have interviewed him. If you want to go
That's
check
awesome,
that
man.
out.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, keep
I
grinding, man. Yeah.
well, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for coming on. After the recording is over, can I just say something real quick?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just want to say too, like, keep grinding, bro. It's awesome that you're getting to do this at such a young age and teaching yourself how to do all these things because we didn't learn until we're a lot older than you. So, it's awesome you're starting this up this early. So we're
Yeah.
very excited for you.
Stay consistent too, man. That's a big part.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for collabing. This is the Footballs to the Wall and Louisville Kings Corner. And I just want to say, have a nice day. Go
B Nash,
UFL.
can we get can you say all hail real quick?
All what?
All hail.
All hail?
King.
All right. All right. Well, this is the greatest UFL podcast collab of all time. Going
Yeah.
out. Have a nice
Yeah.
day, everyone. See ya.